You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's After Show.
I tend to close the door. I never want to know. So sing with me.
Can't you see?
Hey.
I don't have money on my mind. Money on my mind. I do it for the love. I don't have money on my mind.
You don't have what on your mind?
Money on my mind.
Sing it.
I do it for love.
Yeah.
All the way from Dallas, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, Madison Chase Fitness.
Yes. Okay, so we're not talking about love. We're talking about AfterBuzz TV, MTV's Virgin Territory, episode number 5. That's what we're talking about here. And I am Madison Chase, your trainer to the stars and the star in you, because I feel like everybody is a star. You just need me in your life.
Okay.
All right. And other than that, I am your no sex till marriage expert. So I am a virgin too. That's why I want to do the show. And joining me, I have some new co-hosts with me. So go ahead, ladies, take it.
Well, my name is Kylie Hodges. Thank you guys so much for bringing me onto the show. I'm so excited to talk about Virgin Territory.
Yes, Miss Kylie. Okay, and we have our J-Lo lookalike.
No, hey y'all, I'm Stephanie Giorgi. Nice to see you, talk to you guys. Nice to meet you.
Talk to you, because they're on iTunes too, right? So they
We're
can
on
hear
iTunes.
us.
You can hear us on iTunes, see us on YouTube, watch us live on AfterBuzzTV.com. Don't forget to rate the show, to comment on it, let us know what you think. Let us know if you believe us, if she's a virgin or not. She is.
Now we also have a very special guest.
Yeah, we do.
Dun, 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 dun.
Tell us who you are.
My name is Matthew Wrights. I am the special guest of Madison tonight.
Yes.
Talking
Matthew.
about all things sex and virginity and marriage and infidelity.
Yeah.
V-card.
We got the
The
male
V-card.
opinion over
I
here.
am the male opinion.
And you're also what? You're a
I am what they call a PK, a pastor's kid.
Yeah.
So both of my parents are pastors. So,
yes,
you know,
amen.
amen.
nice.
We won't get them to watch.
Yeah, so hopefully they're not up.
Yeah,
and
they're
they're not
not.
watching this tonight.
Okay, so let's jump right into it. So,
Do it.
Let me get something to drink
okay,
first.
take a little sip.
I heard y'all were bad kids anyway, so.
Yeah, PK kids, have you heard
They
that?
say we're the worst ones.
Yeah, I
Talk
don't
about
know.
needing to rebel. They do
Yeah,
it.
they do it.
Uh-oh.
No pun intended.
Oh,
Okay, so we're going to start with Anike. She's our first new virgin to the MTV Virgin Territory episode 5 show. So we could put her picture up because I think she's like super cute and I loved
cute.
her. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing that they talk about with Anike, she has a boyfriend, right? And they've been dating for a year.
50 Cent?
Yeah. And I
He
know.
talks like 50
Doesn't
Cent,
he
I
sound
swear,
like
yeah.
50 Cent? At first
That's
I
what they
thought,
said. I'm just taking their joke.
I thought it was Frank Ocean, but then I was like, yeah, it's very 50, like the mouth.
Because they just sound so much alike.
Yeah.
Frank Ocean and 50 Cent.
Yeah, no, they don't. But he sounds like 50 Cent. Okay, so did we put the picture up of Anike? Okay, yeah, so she's super cute. So what did you guys think about Anike?
What her friends said were perfect. She was a bit of a diva. Well, at first I thought she was like really cute until she was doing too much.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, you're over exaggerating right now.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Fall back. That dress.
It's too much.
$1,000 dress.
$1,000
Well,
dress.
what bothered me the most is that if you're going to be someone who says that I'm going to hold my virginity till then, why can't you be that same person that says, I don't have the money right now to buy that, so I'm not going to buy it?
Yeah, be honest. Yeah, totally.
So she's like contradicting herself throughout the episode a little bit.
I totally agree. What about you, Matthew?
I was intrigued when she did her confessional and said, it's $1,000, but I'm going to return it. I'm just not going to tell my friends.
She put herself
I'm
on
like, then why the hell would you buy it if you got to return it? You know, like, just don't get it.
Yeah,
just
I
walk
totally
down
agree.
the street to H&M, get something that you can
Forever
afford.
21.
Forever 21.
Right about it.
And then, you know, have a good time and
Yes.
look nice.
You're
and,
going to have like a pending amount on your account now. That's going to get all confusing.
Insufficient
and Bank of
funds.
America will charge you
Insufficient,
overdraft
right?
fees,
That's
$35.
Right. Y'all are funny. And I think the dress was $1,035 to be
Right.
exact.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is 1,000 too much.
Yeah,
Yes.
1,000. And it wasn't that
1,000 too
cute.
much.
It was not that cute. Did y'all think
Not
it
for
was
1,000?
Yeah,
No,
not
it
for
was
$1,000.
not regular.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if these friends are new or old, but regardless, if they're legit friends, they're not going to care if you buy the dress or
Just
not.
be yourself.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised though. Some people really do have that persona about them that they're worried about.
I totally agree. And especially, like, I feel like her friends were good. Like, the two friends, Khadijah,
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
remember the other girl's name, because one of the things they talked about, they were like, look, if you're feeling uncomfortable with making your first year anniversary with Julian the night that you actually lose your virginity, then don't do it. Let him have a conversation with him. And then the other question I have, y'all, so y'all can give me your opinions on this. And Matthew, definitely, I want to hear your opinion on this. So when guys are dating women who are virgins, and they say, I am going to wait for you, right? Right.
I'm so excited to go.
Yeah, you know what's coming?
No, I don't. I'm ready.
So, do you really think they're waiting? Are they seeing other women and getting it in with the other women, and
Good
then with
question.
the virgin that they're quote unquote building a relationship with?
Oh my God.
That they wait. You know what I'm saying? What do
No,
you-
I understood 100% because I've
Yeah.
had the same question before also.
Yeah.
That's the only thing, because I feel like if I was a virgin and I was dating someone who said that, and here's the thing though, because my type is the type that would be trying to, like, he'd be fine, he'd be trying to get it in, and so I wouldn't be able to trust that. But I don't even know, how do you even start dating someone? Like, does there have to be an understanding? Because the question should be for you.
know
How
what?
do you,
No,
do you
I
trust
totally
them?
think it has to be someone who's been abstinent before, and or they're practicing abstaining. Like, I know a couple of guys. Like, I know one guy's a 35-year-old virgin. I know another guy, he's a pastor.
Man, that's what's up.
Yeah, so I know some guys who are really abstaining and they're walking with Christ, and they're the ones who, like, let's pray together. They're those dudes. Kylie's face is like, wow, I haven't met that guy. But yeah, so I want to know, like, Matthew, from a guy's perspective, is that something, because I know when guys actually have sex, it's much harder, you know, for them to.
I don't know why I'm laughing.
Spotlight on Matthew. He's
Dun, dun,
nervous.
dun, right.
He's like,
Why do I
am
get
one
the
of those
first
guys.
question?
I mean,
Go.
I just want to know. That's
You know,
what-
I believe that when you truly love someone, that you can change from your past desire or
gotcha.
your past routine and become committed to whatever the relationship is, whether it's
Right.
someone who's active or someone
Right.
who isn't active. You become accommodating
Yeah.
to them, and then their desire now becomes
Your desire.
So-
yeah.
and that's just honesty, you know.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
Here's another thing too, though. Like, if there were a guy seeing a girl who was a virgin and he was not, and you said the example that possibly he'd be getting with other girls since he's not getting with his main chick, who is to say that he wouldn't be doing that to a girl that wasn't a virgin that he was seeing? You know, like, once a cheater, always a cheater.
Right,
I mean, I don't think they would discriminate.
Well, how do you feel about the saying people change and people grow? Do you think they can?
Touche.
No. But I'm
I do
saying-
think people.
I mean, do you
can
think that
change.
exists and everything? I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm thinking of right
What are
now,
you
and I don't
thinking?
mean to put myself on blast. I don't want my parents. to
No,
hear
but
this.
you know what? This is
because
part
of the
the
show, I think that I'm gonna practice abstinence until it's all right.
Wow.
That is so good.
Ready? That's a deal
Yes.
between me and y'all out there,
Yes.
and to Madison because she's doing
I
it.
love it. High five in the
Okay.
air. Damn.
Wow.
Okay, yes.
Oh, I was
love
trying
it.
to get her hair.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, we'll do
we
it
go.
for real. Yeah, you know what? And that's why I wanted to do this show, because I think when you're not having sex, it really makes you focus on getting to know the person.
Yeah.
And then it's not just, because then if it's about big booties, big boobs, and there's another big booty and another big boob, like, they're always going to be in your environment. Like, so you have to really practice sacrifice. Are you laughing?
The idea of, like, another big boob.
Just one big boob, just
Booty,
right
booty,
there.
booty, booty, everywhere. Just everywhere.
Yeah, so that's essentially what, yeah, they're everywhere, especially in Atlanta, but that's a whole other topic.
I feel like I missed that. Well, not missed that feeling, but I was just trying to remember it. And actually, it was what you said, is because that was kind of hot when you said my desire, or if that's their desire,
Yeah,
it'll
isn't that
ultimately
hot?
be your desire.
Yes.
Right.
To get, like, I could see that happening.
Yeah.
And especially because I was just telling both of you guys about how the religious part that I would love to meet someone who would put me in check. Tell me to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're the man. If you want me to, like, I'll be a lady. Like, make me be a lady, pretty much. Because the chivalry and the traditionalism is gone. But that's also what was the most exciting. You know, like, what good is a cow if you can get the milk for free? Because it's real. That is so real.
Amen.
And that's one of the biggest issues in Los Angeles too, is that you can't. It's so easy, and everyone's like
Giving it away.
like candy, like Halloween.
It's
and
so
especially
common
if you
now.
have money too. Like that's such.
I mean, and not that that's wrong. I'm not saying for anyone who isn't a virgin, because like I'm not. But
I'm not either.
right, and that's okay. Like you do what you do. You express yourself. It's your body. But at the same time, don't like knock me for not wanting to if I decide to.
So I have a question. When you say you're practicing abstinence, does that mean you are going to hold off until marriage, or like even then are you not going to have sex?
Well,
or
I
do you
didn't
just
state that, but I
there
would
like
say,
a guideline?
I think that it's just, for instance, okay, if I were to meet someone or he were to meet me, that's no longer an option between me and a relationship with someone else. Because I'm not going to stop dating. I still want to meet people. I still want to hang out with them.
Okay.
But if that falls into play, like I'd have to let them know I'm not doing that.
Okay, so does abstinence mean we're just not having intercourse and we're
Right, you're
doing
not having
everything
sex.
else?
Yeah, it means
not
you're,
having sex.
but I think that depends. You can set boundaries based on what you feel comfortable in
Right.
doing.
Okay.
So to me, I think
So it could be like hand play.
Right? Heavy petting. Ew, that's a family life.
That's a real
Petting.
gross term.
family petting. It could be that. I mean,
A little bumping and
but
grinding,
it
kissing.
depends on the. Like,
Dry
I know
humping.
for
Dry
me, dry
humping.
humping. That's called blue balls. So nobody wants to have blue balls, right?
Unless he busted in his pants.
Yes, sometimes you can't ejaculate from dry humping.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's just good.
Justin Timberlake did while dry humping Cameron Diaz in the movie Bad Teacher.
Did he? Oh, that's probably why they started dating. He was
Wait,
like,
was
No,
it in
no,
the
this-
script or no?
No, this was in the script.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say
This is
that
on
happened in real
camera. You
life.
could watch it.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, but I think abstinence can be whatever you define it as and whatever you feel comfortable in doing. Like if dry humping or oral sex is going to lead to you actually doing it, then you have to set your boundaries and say, oh, nope, I'm not going to even do
Right.
that.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. Kylie's
This
like,
is
wow.
just a whole new world to me. I mean, it's like I know people who've waited till marriage, and then I know people who don't, but I don't know people who have done it and then decided to become
Take a break?
abstinent. Yeah.
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 So this is interesting to me. I'm learning so
And I
much.
think that's
guys.
it's even harder. Because to me, I think it's a practice for actually when you get married. Because there's going to be tons of people, because I could count on both of my hands how many people I would like to sleep with. But, I mean, I'm just saying.
Me too. I can count on mine and your hands.
Yeah, right. Everybody's hands in this room. But, you know, I think it's a practice for me, like, to not really even get in that mindset that it's going to be the physical thing.
Okay.
Because then it'll always be the physical
Exactly.
thing. Yeah.
No, absolutely.
If it's not the emotional thing. So one of the things that I thought was interesting about her is her event. Like, what did you guys think about her event? I'm like, you're having an event and you're buying a $1,000 dress for your friends to come and launch your clothing line, but
I think the word event is a strong word.
It was.
She bought a $1,000 dress
I
to
wouldn't
feed her
really call
friends
it an
potato
event.
chips.
Yes.
And Subway sandwiches.
Right. No, that was a kickback.
It was definitely a
And
kickback.
it was a. Let me show you.
And then she passed around like an offering bucket.
Yeah,
Like they were-
like they were in church.
Yeah,
was
I
a
said, what
collection
are we in
plate.
church?
I wish
Yeah,
the
it was
scene
really
from Coming
bad.
to America was there, and like someone put their chicken in there. And was like, what are you doing? No, that's put money in there.
Collections. It's collections.
Sexy chocolate, sexy chocolate.
Thought it was a trash.
Oh, that's the scene. That's one of my favorite scenes. That boy can sing. Sexy
I know,
chocolate.
I love it.
Randy Watson, Jackson Heights. Oh,
Yep.
I love it.
I love
Yeah,
it.
I think that the word event is a strong word. It was
Yeah.
just more like she just called her friends over to tell them about her clothing line, something that could have been done on like an
Right.
email carbon copy or
Yes.
something
Had
like
there been
that.
more people?
text
Because that was
message.
weird.
Yeah, it was.
That was less than Facebook. It would have been blown up more on Facebook if she done it that
I
way.
agree.
She would have been more effective if she started a Kickstarter. And
Right,
saved
yes.
$1,000 on a
Right.
dress
Right.
and saved cleaning her house. You know, she
And
probably
made it
would have got
right.
more money. She only got $90 out of this party.
$90.
Which is too bad because I'm not gonna lie, what we saw on the screen that she was showing looked okay. That looked
Yeah.
good. Some of it, I think there was a sweater on there that I could I could probably buy. I
Yeah.
could see you rocking something like that.
Yeah.
Did you see the colors? No, you didn't see.
Yeah, the colors were nice, like the purple and
She had like
the
a cool
orange.
stripe. It was a crew neck sweater that she was
Yeah.
wearing, and it had like colors on one side and it was plain in the middle.
It was
That
pretty
looked kinda
dope.
tight.
Yeah, it was dope. I would actually support it. So, yes.
Salve.
Yeah.
Remember
Salve.
everybody. Salve.
Salve.
The E is
Anike.
silent,
The
and then
E is
she
silent.
took the E off.
Okay, now one more thing about Anike, because her mama, okay, so her parents got a divorce.
Right.
And then I think she said she had to go back to work. And I'm like, where's your daddy? But I guess after 18, he stopped paying child support. So she had to get 2 jobs and
To
then
support the
to
family.
support
Her-
her,
her mom.
Because her mom wanted to go back to school.
Her mom went
but-
back to school.
But I was confused about that. Like, Mama, why are you not getting a job? Like you could go to school and work at the same time. Lots of people do it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so-
And they got
people
lots
do
of
it.
little kids, not a grown woman
Yes, not a
supporting them.
grown
Well,
Yeah.
she probably felt like, I raised you for 18 years. It's your time to take care of me. She could have, she probably could have hit her with that, which it would have been time
Right?
to say,
If she was someone who said, I can't multitask.
right,
Yeah.
right. So, and I
We're getting
think,
a little too excited up here. We're
We're
going to
getting
move
excited.
the
Let's
and
move
wall
on.
I,
forward.
and I think there probably would have been time for an adult conversation. Like, Mom,
Yeah.
we're both adults. We're both staying in the
Yes.
house, so we both need to be working.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get a job, I get a
Yeah.
job. So that would have
I'm
been.
working too, and you're working none. Yeah,
And if that's
not
their
gonna work.
house or sell the house or something,
Yeah,
do
get
something,
an
do
And
something,
get
to-
something smaller.
do
yeah.
something to accommodate because you can get something very nice
Yeah.
with everything that they have.
Yes.
And yeah.
Especially in Florida, too.
Anike said she quit all of her jobs to launch
Yes,
this
because she
clothing
saved her
line.
money.
She saved her
That's
money. Yeah. I'm impressed
crazy.
with
Yeah.
the fact that she's 20. I think she's 20, and so she saved her money.
really
So,
young,
yeah,
yeah.
that's pretty impressive.
Kind of. Well, I mean, it's impressive to have a
Yeah.
savings account, but like,
How much is
I
in
mean,
it?
that. But she said I have 2 months left.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think she needs to quit both jobs. Maybe quit
Exactly.
one of them, take some
gotcha.
time for a second. Girl, you don't stop making money. What are you
Right.
doing? Like,
Yes. Listen to
You can
Stephanie,
wait tables
Anike.
and still start a clothing line.
Yes.
It's been done.
It happens all the time. Okay, so let's move on to Shelby. Oh, God.
That's your girl.
All
That's
right,
your
guys.
sorority girl.
Here's
Yes,
the thing.
sorority
I am
girl.
a sorority woman.
Yes.
And I have handled all sorts of stereotypes, and this girl is fulfilling all of them,
Now,
in
what is-
not the good way.
Not the good way. So, what are the stereotypes when it comes to sorority girls?
Not being the smartest.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't give off the smart vibe.
Because like boobs are like totally important to me, and you know boys are super important to me, and like I really want to have sex, but I don't know if I want to have sex, but I like when they look at me.
So that was Shelby.
Yeah.
She also is a rich, a wealthy,
Yeah.
what seems like daddy's girl, which there's nothing wrong with having wealth, but she cried when she found out she wasn't going to get a
That
free boob
part.
job, girl.
She didn't even cry. She was in shock. She was like,
Yeah.
I just talked to my dad.
It was like
right?
someone had died.
Oh no.
Yeah, I thought
They're not
somebody
gonna pay for
died
my
or
boobs.
somebody was terminally ill. I was like, what?
because he
Oh,
wasn't
Shelby.
paying for her to get her breast done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
Upset.
Can I say that? I like that you said breast because it was pissing me off that she kept saying boobs.
And she wanted them
Like
at
if
12.
you want to be,
At
if
12.
you want to
You
be
gotta be a
like
woman.
real about it, call them breasts. Like no, I want to get my breasts done, not my boobs,
Boobs,
done. If
yeah.
you're saying you want
My
your boobs
boobs
done,
done.
then you don't need to get your boobs done right
Then
now.
And keep
true.
putting
Learn.
rice pudding in your bra so you can earn
That's
those
what the
fake
doctor
boobies.
told her to do. He
That
said,
was
Right?
interesting. Like Dr. True said, put rice in a. Did he say a sock? What did he say?
Something.
He
I
said
think like
a
a
nylon.
stocking,
A
yeah.
nylon,
Yeah.
and then you put it in your boob, in your bra, to kind of figure out what size you want.
Yeah.
I'm like, now everybody in America is gonna be getting rice.
I'm
rice
gonna go
boobs.
home and do that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty of throwing some socks in my bra earlier in
Yeah,
my
it
day.
does,
I'll
but-
own it.
Yeah, but I
Whatever.
think you could just get a Victoria's Secret's push-up bra and push those puppies up, and you'll be good. Like, save your
Or
money.
wear a low cut shirt and just rock your titties.
yeah.
Sorry,
Buy
that's
your-
such an ugly word. My sister hates when I use it. But I'm just saying because here's the thing: her issue was not her breast because she had boobs.
Yes, and
Maybe
a nice body.
don't wear your fur vest. Wear a shirt a little bit low
Yeah.
cut.
Yeah.
They'll still look at you
Yeah.
because she was just very like.
Yeah, look at them.
I'm like, so you're not worried about this
right.
because
Right.
it's you know what pissed me off because she gave up on her face and her looks and
Yes,
everything
and
else.
she's gorgeous.
She's like, I know the only way that I'm gonna get a guy is if my breasts are bigger.
Yeah.
Excuse me, my boobs.
Yeah.
My
boobs.
boobs.
Yeah, but I
Boys
think
will take any kind of boobs they can.
Well, that's my
breasts
point. Man,
they
that's my
can get.
point. Like, who
that's
doesn't like? It doesn't matter. Boobs are boobs. Guys love them. Like, she should know that.
If
It was
they
just-
like you, they like the boobs.
yeah.
She was. I can't. That I could hear that coming from a high school student, and there was like a thing in where I grew up, like where all the girls were trying to get their boobs done, and
Really?
like as their like presents and stuff, like 18th and like maybe one girl from on her 16th birthday, but because it was no jobs and breasts.
Wow.
But
Brazil?
Where? No, in San Diego.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Grosse Pointe Union High School District.
She just outed out a whole lot of people.
You all know who you are.
Wow.
But anyways, I'm just kidding. It's okay. But like after, it's different. Like it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Like if she was she's how old in this?
Shelby is 20, 21.
21?
Yeah.
She's 21 'cause she was at a
You're
bar.
out of high school now. Like just don't worry. Get money. Get your breast done.
Yeah, but I think
just go do it.
Yeah.
Right.
The bigger issue I think that she talked about was her having an eating disorder.
Yes.
And I think she talked about having body image
that's
issues.
true,
So
you're right.
I think she really should, like, don't get the boobs, Shelby. Go talk to somebody. And I'm not
Talk to a
being mean.
therapist.
Like,
No,
talk to a
not at all.
therapist. Like, I think that really concerns me that you think boobs and then what's going to be next? Your butt.
Right.
Then what's going to be next? Your lips. Then
Yeah.
what's going to be next? Like,
And that's quite unfortunate too because she's in a sorority. So I can only
Yeah.
imagine like the other sorority girls. I was never in a sorority. I don't know.
that's
I didn't know
Kylie.
any girls in Greek life in my campus that had fake boobs, but maybe if they did, they
But I
weren't
mean,
telling
like,
me.
they're super cute girls and stuff, right? The sorority girls, like, were in my
it's a
college
grab
area, were
bag,
super
but it's
cute.
definitely one of those things where it's like you should uphold the highest form of womanhood and
Right.
keep yourself in check. But that also means if you're in a sorority, you should be having a supportive network to talk to when you are having issues. That's what sisters are for. So
Yeah.
if you have body issues and an eating disorder, go to a sister. Don't pay a couple grand to get new boobs.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that this girl is looking for answers in all the wrong directions. And I'm
Totally.
glad that she's abstinent because I feel like if she was a girl who was sleeping with people, she would go
You're
down a dangerous slope.
right.
And she would
Yes.
probably dabble with a lot of guys at the same
Yeah.
time and once
You're
it treat her
right.
bad and she would get
Yeah.
all caught up in her head about it.
No, you're 100%. I agree.
Yeah, that's a
So
good
then
point.
that's sad too. That sucks. I forgot that about the disorder, the eating thing.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Now we feel sorry, Shelby. We're
Shelby.
tough
Well,
on
we
you.
do. I mean, I think
Tough love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tough love. But that just, I don't know. Love yourself.
Yeah.
Try to. Yeah.
Find God.
Yeah.
There you
that
go.
Too, yeah. And she's a Christian, so that's the interesting thing, but that's a whole other story. Okay, so moving on to Anna. Yeah, she is interesting. She's not one of my favorites, even though I really love, there she is. She actually looks cute right there. She looks very
She does look
soft and she
cute.
looks more innocent there. But
Nice
Anna,
hair.
yeah, very nice hair. She's a redhead. I love redheads. That's why I like Nick. Nick's like, ding, ding, ding.
Our engineer, if you're listening, has luscious red
Lots
hair.
of
to his
red locks.
shoulders.
Yes.
All my Fosters who follow my Fosters show and will follow this one. He has Wyatt hair. He's a character on our show. It's just like that, and we're
Wyatt's hair?
obsessed.
Alex
Really?
Saxton?
Yes, Alex
Okay.
Saxton. That's
You're
what
gonna
it
make
is.
me look him up because I used to love him. Remember Simply Red? I loved him. Do you remember?
No,
Yeah.
I'm just going to agree anyway.
Okay.
I was like, oh no.
You know
And I'm
Simply
so
Red?
good at
I
it, but
don't know.
Oh my God! Okay, never mind. We'll have to play a Simply Red song
Okay.
the next show. So
Next
oh God, I'm dating myself. Okay, so Anna, moving on to Anna. So Anna
like sea
has,
raw shrimp.
yeah. So the question I have
Right.
about raw shrimp. Ooh. The question I have about Anna is her relationship with Alex started off as a booty call, right? And you don't have to tell on yourself, but do you think that booty calls can turn into serious relationships?
Yes,
Do you
I do.
really?
Yes.
Tell us about that booty
Yes.
call. That turned into.
Not to sound so passionate about it, but you know, I do.
Yes,
you know,
because if it's good, it's good, and when it gets better, you see.
yeah, because you know sometimes you get to learn a person in reverse. You
Really?
know? Yeah. So,
But I think
like,
men
your
tend to-
guard is already down. So
Okay.
we can have an honest conversation, or if we don't, we could be like, okay, so hit me tomorrow. But it can definitely develop into a relationship, or even a healthy friendship. You know?
Right.
Yeah, but I think when women do one night stands or a booty call, there
don't have
is
the
a certain
respect.
expectation. And then you also wake up, and I don't know, I would just assume like there should be, because most women think if I do a one night stand or a booty call, there is a certain kind of stereotype or a perception that this guy's going to have about me. Men can do booty calls and it's okay, but when a woman does it, she's particularly called a hoe, typically. So I think if you have honest
So
conversation,
define what a booty call is.
That's true.
A booty call to me is like that's exclusively all that you do. You don't go out during the day because she even said
Okay,
that
so
their relationship
it's one of those
started.
things where it's like it's 2 in the morning and you just get a text.
Right.
Hey, what are you doing?
Right.
Is that a booty call?
Come do
Yeah.
me. Yeah, that's what a
Oh,
booty
I'm just
call-
chilling. Come through.
Yeah, that's exactly what a booty call is. So do you think
What
that
do you think
if
it was?
we-
It is, isn't
yeah.
it?
That's not a booty call for you?
Yeah,
Matt?
booty call is when you don't have to worry about anything else but
Yeah,
the booty.
But the booty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get in, you get out.
Right.
But I think for it to even be that, there has to be some form of,
There does, because there has to be a comfort level
Yeah.
of where you could hit someone up at that time
Right.
and not worry about it.
because if not, it's like.
Because it's like,
well,
he knows me,
right.
we're just trying
Right,
to get
right,
it
right.
in. Come here. So, okay, I can see where it developed backwards.
Right. I
Because
gotcha.
I guess I can imagine you doing it consistently. You do get to know that person and their body. Little things will obviously come out because it's not going to be like that first time every time. And then,
Right.
and then you're like, oh no, ew, do I like him? Yeah.
Not saying that's
You know?
the best way to get to know
Right,
someone,
right, right.
but
But it's possible.
It's possible.
For those who definitely don't want it, that's when it would happen.
I got you.
Right.
Kylie, you have any thoughts about the
I actually know somebody who married their booty call.
Really?
Shut up.
That's booty
Okay.
turned to love.
See
Now,
that?
okay, now the question is, when did the booty call happen, and are they still married?
Yeah, they're still married.
Wow.
I don't know how long they've been together, but it's
Okay.
been a few years.
Okay.
They
no.
recently married.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's good. So we'll keep
Mazel to the newlyweds.
Mazel tov.
There's an exception to every rule.
I
Mazel
agree.
to the booty call.
Okay. All right. It could happen. It could happen.
It could happen.
Yeah. So now on Anna's little episode and her little session, she talked about possibly giving it up to Alex.
Right.
And they made shrimp, and supposedly she got sick, and they were about to do it, and she got sick.
She probably got so nervous that
Yeah.
she got sick.
Okay.
I agree
think
with
so?
that. Yeah.
Yeah. She probably was like, I know this is going to happen. I know, like, especially when you're anticipating it.
Oh, that's true.
She probably just got nauseous, like, oh, I can't do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Just couldn't handle it.
So do you think it's hard, like, if you're talking about your first time, that you actually plan your first time, or do you think it's something that should happen, like, naturally?
Well,
Um,
I can't speak on this because my first time wasn't planned. It just,
It just happened.
ditto.
Yeah.
Kind of.
You too, kind of?
Which I applaud.
Yeah, it
I
was-
applaud these people. Sorry, go.
No, you go first.
I was gonna say
don't know
I
if you wanna
applaud these
hear.
people for doing it. Like that's kind of because it's to me it's almost still taboo.
yeah.
Is it not? Mm-hmm. Like I feel like as a lady, I think you could talk about it, and I don't think anybody would care. But I feel like it would be inappropriate for me to speak about it because it's just more personal. Y'all don't need to know about it, but I understand that if we're sharing and if this is somewhere where you could come to feel better, then I would love to share. But I don't know that, so
You're like, I'm going to keep it to myself.
kind of go.
I'm an open book, but I don't know if people want to know about.
No, we want to
we
know.
wanna
I mean,
know, yeah.
all right, here's what went down. Freshman year of college, I liked a boy from speech class. I'd been in school about a month. Homecoming weekend, went to his fraternity house for the party, got a little drunk, went to his dorm room, smoked a doobie. There you
Hey.
go. Magic happened.
Magic happened.
Magic
And it wasn't that magical, let me tell
I have to
you.
say, at least you were flying, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that kind of made it a little.
Yeah.
That
A
made
little
it
more
better.
magical.
Yeah, a little extra magical. Yes.
Yeah, loosened up the nerves a bit, you know.
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
Hope my mom isn't listening.
Okay, it's okay. She knows. It's
She knows now.
yeah.
She knows
Well, she
now.
knows now.
Got real.
Yeah, but
real fast.
you have a boost, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we can move on to my favorite.
Yes.
I love little Luke. He's my favorite. Yeah, so let's show his cute little picture. Okay, so is he coming? There he is. Okay, so isn't he cute?
Luke from Virginia. I have a Luke in
Yes,
Virginia too.
You do?
Oh, my.
Oh, okay. We'll have to talk about that after the show. But I love his little curly hair. And this was the last episode that we got a chance to see him because he shaves his head. And I tweeted to him, I'm like, Luke, that was like your strength. It's like Samson in the Bible.
There was a scene where he was talking and it wasn't this long. It was a little bit grown out but kind of parted to the side.
Yeah.
He looks great.
Doesn't he look good? He looks
Yeah.
like, what's his name from Taylor Lautner from Twilight with the haircut, doesn't he? You'll have to see those
the white,
side
the
by
extra
side.
white version of him.
Yes.
Diet Taylor Lautner.
Yes. Okay, so he cuts his hair and he is now in a relationship with Madeline. And I just love her because she's got dimples. She's so cute. So what you guys think about the haircut and Madeline?
The haircut is all right. He needed to get out of the Justin Bieber and like grow into something else. It was so funny because Madison and Matt prepped me before I watched it, like, oh my God, this is so cute. And apparently I thought the exact part was, right?
Yes.
So Luke is talking to Madeline, and Madeline writes a very cute, like, these are the things that I miss also. It's just like one of those mini steps, like, let me verbally tell you how I
like
feel.
you. Yes.
You know, and so she tells him, and then he accepts it. I love that he accepts it. And then I love that he felt that it was such a good moment. He's like, okay, can we pray now?
Yes.
I mean, I feel like if that were to happen here, people would be like, man, you corny as, you know.
Right.
But that's like, you know, it's so sad that that's what your reaction would be.
Yeah.
Anyone else who would have watched it, if it wasn't us who like are giddy about it,
right,
they would have been like, get out of here.
Yeah.
But why get out of here? Why can't they pray after that?
Yes. And then before that, the letters that she wrote him, and she was like, open now. It was like, yeah, I'm going to do that for somebody.
The future Mrs.
Conger.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, they've only been together 3 months. They already say they're in love.
Yeah.
She's got a promise ring. They talk about getting married. I mean, that's some fast forward stuff.
That's Southern people for you.
I
They
guess.
fall in love quick.
Yeah, but I also think
Jesus brought him in.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, because they prayed
love
their
of
way.
Christ.
Yes.
That's true. And they feel safe, and it's a different perspective.
And I think when you're not having sex, it brings you closer. Like there's more intimacy.
Right.
Because you're not focused on.
You're getting to know someone quicker.
You're getting to know somebody
I agree with
quicker.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
that's
because
true.
you're not focused on, yes, he could give, she gives good head.
And you can't kill time with sex.
Yeah, you can't kill time with
Which
sex.
a lot of people don't need to talk because they're like, man, let's just
do it.
Let's just do it.
Yeah, let's just get to
like
it.
shut up. How? Okay.
Yeah. right. Put your
Let me
mouth on
shut
this.
you up.
Right. But Matthew, what did you think from a guy's perspective? Is that something like if you were dating somebody and they did all of these letters? I don't know how many letters, but I love that they were in rainbow-colored envelopes. I'm like, that's so cute. I'm gonna do that.
Well, I'm like a cornball, so things like that to me are kind of cool. It's like, oh, you really took time to go to the arts and crafts store and, you know, give me handwritten letters and stickers and envelopes and, you know,
What
all
are
that.
open me letters, though?
I think she put a date on
Yeah,
when
like
he's supposed
anytime
to
you have an
open
argument, open this letter. Or anytime you're upset with me, open that letter. But for me, that would kind of like turn me on almost. Like, damn, like.
Now I want to fight with you. So
Right, now I want to fight so we can have
sex,
we can't even have makeup sex.
Yes.
A makeup
So I can
kiss.
open this letter.
Right, I can open this
Yes.
letter.
I like that idea because I just thought she just gave him letters that had like particular dates, but that's even better.
They were
So it's
themed.
like anytime you
They
have an
were
argument, you read this letter and open this. Anytime that you miss me, you open this one. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think it was hella clever. Yeah,
it's
you know.
yes.
It was
so
dope.
cute. I'm like, I like Madeline. Besides the dimples, I think she's great.
They're a cute couple. They're good together. I mean, I think they're perfect for each other.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the same about Anna
and
her
Alex,
guy.
yeah.
I don't know.
Like, and that was another thing too. Like, he was like, she said, so I think I want to wait, but I want to be in this relationship. And so he was like, so when do you think you're going to be ready?
Right,
He was already
That's kind of a
ready.
shady.
He was ready
Yeah.
to get to it.
Well, that's what I was wondering about Julian and Anika. What is her name?
Anike.
Anike. Because in that instant, the way that she was acting, I'm like, oh my God, are you sticking around? Like, that's love. Because it was too much.
Yes.
However, I'm wondering, the only other issue with this is that I know that guys do love a virgin. Well, I mean, I know that some of them are like, no, because then they get clingy, but at the same time, they want their female to be like pure.
Yes.
So what happens what if a guy gets stuck on that? Like, no, but I'm not going to break up with her so some other
Guy can have what I've been working
what
year
I've been
for.
waiting for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
know?
that's an interesting.
Because that could haunt,
yeah.
I feel like that could haunt someone's thoughts too, and that's the reason why they'd stay. And that's the reason why something would happen, and then it happens, and then there's no reason. You don't have that will to stay anymore.
Yeah. But
So do you wait till marriage, and then you're trapped?
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
But you know what? I think anytime you have like a disagreement, unless you talk about it like open and honestly,
Communication, that's why it's so important.
communication is so important because then it's not just about the sex. It's about, okay, let's have open and honest communication
Right.
about why are you really mad? I'm
Right.
here. I got a job. Like, why are you tripping?
Right.
I'm 3 hours late. It's not like he didn't show up. So I just felt like she really didn't want to do it. So that was like a good excuse.
Right.
Yeah, the 3 hours
Exactly.
is a good excuse. Okay. So we have talked about everybody on the show. So I wanted to talk about the 8 most common reasons for divorce, right? I found this article on MSN because I really think being a virgin, like, your biggest fear is getting married and then getting a divorce. And that's for me too, because I grew up in a home where both of my parents weren't there. Like, it was just my mom, and she did everything, and she worked extremely hard. She sacrificed a lot. And I'm like, I think you should have 2 parents doing this. So the first one is lack of commitment. So I think we have a picture for lack of commitment. So.
Oh, that's great.
Right.
I know, right?
Right, that's totally lack of commitment. She's like
official, y'all.
Right?
Yo, legit. Like, she got
all of you AfterBuzzer like veterans.
Okay, so when it comes to commitment and really like honesty in a relationship, how do you guys kind of judge where your commitment level is in your relationships before you even enter a relationship?
Your personal commitment level, like you're ready to commit?
Your personal commitment level and your commitment level on the other side, like if that person is really ready to commit to you.
I would say for me, I remember I was the girl in high school who, like, I switched boyfriends like every 2 weeks. We weren't sleeping together. It was like just random things I didn't like. And then it wasn't until I found someone, I guess the term would say whoever can hold you down is how you know you can commit to them. But that's much different because for me it was, for instance, with one of my ex-boyfriends, it was, don't put me in this situation to question it. That's how I know whether the commitment is ready or not. Because if I ever have to question it, then I'm like, nah, man, like, no, I'm good. I'm good. It doesn't matter. Because it'll only, like it did, it only blossomed to psychoness, like, and that's what happens because you want the commitment, and then this person says that they want you, but they're like, but we're not married, relax. Right. You know? Right. When it's like, no, you shouldn't think that way. And then and everything has to do with where you're from, where you came from. Like, I had someone who didn't come from a family who, no one was married. Everybody had their girlfriend, their wifey, their side chick. Right. And so I'm like, I'm going to be the one to change him. Right. No, because it comes within. And it's a matter of if you're willing to deal with that. Like, where's your love at? Are you gonna be with that person anyways? Because I had to make a decision to be like, I'm gonna stick with it until I cannot anymore, and see what happens. And then some people will say that that's wrong, but at the same time, when you're married, and when this does happen, you don't break up. No, you talk about it. And no one gets mad at you for staying with the person too. So that's the difference, because it's a matter of communication at the end of the day. How are you going to accept each other, like, verbally and internally?
And forgiveness, too, because I think sometimes when people, we'll talk about that in infidelity one, but go ahead, Matt. You got something for us.
No, I think she was
she
great.
Summed it up. Okay.
That was, damn, how come behind that?
You're like, ditto. Okay. Yay, Stephanie.
Like, give it to me, baby, give it to me.
Okay, so the next one is too much arguing.
Oh my God! I'm sorry. Can I?
Go ahead. And I have to go next.
Okay. Too much arguing. Maybe here's the reason why I don't know how to say this, because I'm Colombian.
That's a lot of passion.
That was it. That was what I had to say. That's passion. And my ex, Puerto Rican.
Oh, that's even more passion. Yeah.
Exactly. And everyone used to always be like, oh my God, y'all are ridiculous. But we would be about everything. And I'm someone where I guess I don't know, like, some people think that I'm kind of like masculine, if you will, but it was like it's a toughness. Like, I had to put my guard up at one point in my life. And so it's, how many times I've been asked, are you gay? Like, do you like girls or boys? I'm like, guys, but don't treat me like a girl. Don't mess with me. So we would argue, but it would just because that's how I talk sometimes. Totally. And then some people, so you have to learn how to compromise within each other. Right. Are we gonna, I curse. In my relationship, at one point, I was like, I know I curse all the time. We have to make it a point to not curse when we're speaking to each other. Yes. Because then where's your respect at? Yeah. And it kind of has to start from somewhere if you're going to be this loud, rowdy
I need to take that tip. Because I curse. And when I get mad, I curse more.
Exactly. Really?
But it is very disrespectful.
It is disrespectful, and it breaks a lot of the people, because what ended, actually, I'll bring it up later.
Okay.
You're next, buddy. Go ahead and tell us about what you think about arguing.
I come from a family of 5, and we're all very strong-willed, very opinionated.
fight a lot.
We fight a lot.
And both of your parents are pastors,
right?
too. Okay.
So, and they are both very opinionated. So, being raised in a household where we were encouraged to express ourselves, and to debate and to talk it out, and you know. So the older I got, the more opinionated I became. And you know, I don't ever think I'm wrong. I know everything. I'm right about everything. So and I hate to feel like I'm being challenged.
Your friend over here is laughing.
And I hate to feel like I'm being challenged.
Yeah.
So once I feel like I'm being challenged, I'm like, oh, so that's how you feel about me? And it's a defense mechanism. And it's like a personal attack. So I don't want to argue. I'm just trying to defend what you said about me that I don't feel is true. And it turns into an argument, then it escalates, and then it's, you know.
Especially if you got cussing in there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That you have to just start with respect. If you figure out that if that's how you verbalize, if that's how you communicate, then communicate in the way where you're not going to offend or break somebody in that way.
Right. And I have to learn to do that because
learn to do that. Don't curse.
I got an F in that class right now.
I
got an F.
You got an F in cursing.
I'm flunking.
Yeah, you're flunking the cursing. Okay. So you're going to be abstinent, and you're going to work on your cursing. That's our homework.
Yes.
Okay.
That's some big homework.
But F is my favorite word. It just fits everything.
Feels good sometimes.
And it just feels good coming out.
Nick is like,
there's a movie where they say the word F-U-C-K is important because you can say it in 100 different ways and it can mean 100 different things.
There's a
depending
movie?
on where, like, it's a line. It's I'm quoting a movie, but I can't think of which one it is.
Okay.
But it's think of it like, okay, in the Chinese language, for instance, ni hao ma, right? That could mean 3 different things depending on how you say it. Ni hao ma, whatever, blah, blah.
That was pretty good.
That was very good.
Yeah.
Well, the same thing, like.
Yeah.
Right.
All different types of
it's
like
just
you can be mad, like.
Okay.
Right.
I've never thought about that word like that.
So it's but it's unfortunate. By the way, fun fact for everyone: the word F-U-C-K comes from fornication under the consent of the king. Back in the day,
girl.
Come on, history class.
Go ahead, preach.
Hey, let me tell you.
All right, Steph.
Back in the day, there wasn't allowed to be whorehouses, but of course the king would allow we can get it in. So they made quarters.
The king's law.
The king's law. They made like a room, and that's what the stamp outside the door would be: fornication under consent of the king. So that's what people were allowed to smash.
I never knew that.
And then that's where F-U-C-K derived from.
That is a good, fun fact. Thank you. I never knew.
Genius over here to my left.
I know all my friends would argue that, but it's okay.
Okay, Miss. You like
My mind is blown right now. I can't
even.
even. What were we talking about?
About arguing.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm a real. All right. I used to suffer from a horrible disease called crazy white girl syndrome. And
you see, I thought
it's horrible.
Is that it? Because I was like, are you quiet?
No,
that would be my question. Because I had white friends, but they were
quiet.
Watch your tone. And I'm like,
I would get quiet, and then if they didn't acknowledge, because I'm a talker,
you go
so
cray.
If they aren't acknowledging, like, oh, she's quiet, I'm in trouble. I should probably be like, what's wrong, babe? If they don't do that, then I just let loose.
Really?
And when I'm mad, I'm like drunk. Like I'm not processing anything around me. I'm not listening. It's just like emotions like spewing out.
Yeah.
So I got to work on that.
Okay, so that's your.
But I don't get mad that much. You know, I'm a Midwesterner. I'm a little passive aggressive too.
Well, that's what's important as far as when divorce comes into play with arguing. That's why I say you can argue, just don't disrespect each other while you're arguing.
Yeah,
That's it.
And I think you have to know what your boundaries are.
Yeah.
Like, I don't curse, and so if my man cursed, it would be a problem. I'd
Right.
be like,
Because then you're constantly feeling like attacked, and that's not the case. Because arguing a lot of times is a means of getting to know someone.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
totally. Yeah, and how you make up
all
too.
sorts of realness on this side of the table.
I'm pretty sure I'm quoting about everything that I've ever
I
seen.
love it.
Dropping knowledge in this.
Yes. But it's also how you make up too that makes a difference. You know, like after you argue, and you're not gonna remind somebody about. Remember what you said in 1986 when you said that my mama was da 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 da.
Right.
Yeah, you can't bring that back up.
You pull out like a giant dictionary. I remember on this day at this time,
Right.
you said this.
Yeah.
Like, shut up! I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah, me neither. I was
I'm kidding. Love you.
I'm not going to touch that one. Okay, so the next one is infidelity. I thought infidelity would have been like number one.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Here's this. My last relationship ended not because of the infidelity that existed in our relationship, was because of the verbal abuse that I got in that relationship.
Wow.
It was, and I love this person, my best friend now and everything, but I went through a time period where I got like, you know, I was growing up, I was younger, I wanted to be like, it was almost a competitive thing. Never have I felt competitive. Like, I love women. I'm not one of those girls who say, I don't hang out with girls because they're so dramatic.
Right.
No, we're dramatic because that's in our nature. We should be able to hang out together. We should stick together because girl code doesn't exist. Guy code sure as hell exists.
Exactly.
And like, being around guy code, I used to always appreciate. I used to be jealous. I'm like, why can't females look out for each other that way?
I totally agree.
But it's because they let love get in the way. Like, what's that song? Lana Del Rey says that. That's the reason why we can't love or can't trust or something like that because of that. I don't know. Anyways, but there's one thing was when you would get caught up, maybe like a text, maybe like something that I saw, something that I heard, but he was still giving me the love that we needed and wanted as a female. But then when it got to the point where even being around you is horrible because all you're constantly saying are these bad things to me and you're putting me down, was like, okay, now I can't do it. Yeah. And it cracked me up because it was like, really, it took that and it didn't take everything else that I had went through before. Like getting, you know, caught up in everything. Just, nope, it was like, before, at least you were still loving me right. You were still treating me right. I still love being around you. And then it was like, no, you were treating me like a piece of crap. And that was it. So I would say that infidelity, even though that it's wrong, and I know that many, many, many women will disagree with me, I think that the arguing or something like that would be first reason for divorce than something else. Because you can, I mean, if you have to patch it up, you have to patch it up.
Yeah, totally when it comes to infidelity. Yeah.
Especially if it's in the guy way, which I'm not trying to justify it. Yeah. Actually, we have someone else that's in here who wanted us to bring it up, and I'm going to bring it up. The difference between men cheating and women cheating. Yeah. And the one that I had to go through was it's different. Because when a female, and I get in
it's
their
an
eyes,
emotional thing.
It's an emotional thing.
Yes. No, and you said when guys cheat?
No, when women cheat.
Oh, okay, I was going to say.
This is the reason why, like, a lot of times in a marriage, if the man cheats, sometimes they can stick together because he was trying to get off. He was trying to, you know. Sorry, that was. Thank you. I almost said it inappropriately again, and I didn't just get it in. I know. I was like, bring that hand down.
She had to press her hands down. I love it, Stephanie. Okay.
Sorry.
No hand motion.
There is that, and then when a female does it, they're like, no, done.
Yeah.
I can never even look at you again.
That is interesting why when women cheat, men are done.
They're heartbroken.
Yeah. It's a wrap. Like,
it's a wrap, he said. Like, with the quickness.
Don't text me, don't call me.
With the quickness, and they mean it. And
you got to break it with all my friends. Like, it's done. Like,
you got to break it with
trashy.
all my friends.
Get out of here.
Wow, that's interesting.
Dang, tell me how you really feel.
But you know what's interesting? Because I listened to, on Instagram, I was watching everybody talk about Robin Thicke and the relationship with him and Paula. Yeah, and he's very interesting. And first I was like, you know what? I'm tired. You cheated. Like, just move on. Like, get over it already. But then I watched him. I was like, he really, like, he regrets that he messed up. Our friend here in the studio is shaking her head no.
I think it's levels to cheating, though.
What are the levels, though? Because from a man's perspective,
I know.
What are the levels? Is that like social media cheating?
Do think, because for me, I can only speak from what I feel.
From your perspective.
What different types of cheating you've done.
Yeah.
I'm not a cheater.
Okay, well, what you talking about then?
I'm not going to get caught up.
Yeah, a little silence there for a second.
I'm not going to get caught up.
This is the thing, because I'm a flirt.
Okay.
I am a natural flirter.
Okay, R. Kelly.
I'm a flirt. No, I am. Like, I'm very touchy-feely.
It's my person. I would say it's my personality. I don't think I'm a flirt.
It is my personality.
Okay.
I am
but do you
very
consider
flirtatious.
that cheating, though?
No.
Flirting? Oh, did you just snort stuff?
No, I didn't.
A snorter.
We have a snorter on the board.
It is just my personality.
Okay.
You know, like, I'm very flirtatious.
Okay.
That's how she feels.
Yeah, that's how she feels about it. Yeah.
I'm just a flirt. So I think there are levels of cheating because
she cannot control herself.
If I flirt, it might come off like, you know,
you trying to get with the chick.
being disrespectful.
But I think it depends on who you're in a relationship with and what boundaries she set. So if that bothers her, then that's something that you can't cross that boundary.
Mad out right now. I'm like, I'm trying to
right, you know, but you have to kind of understand the kind of person you're with. And if you know you're with somebody that is a flirt, you know, like for example, if you're with somebody who's in the spotlight, you have to understand the attention that person is going to receive.
Oh, right. This is what I was going to ask.
What?
Then that's okay. So I'm someone who's, I guess, trying to get into the industry. Anyone that I'm date, like, they have to know that that's my personality. I'm Spanish. Like, I touch everybody. Like, that's just how I am. I'm a lover.
Thing. Yeah.
And I'm wondering. I'm like, well, for some people who get mad, like, for example, I'm gonna just bring up Beyonce and Jay-Z. Apparently, that Jay-Z has been doing whatever he's been doing. My thing is that are you supposed to get into a relationship that's in the spotlight, thinking like, or in a position where your man is every girl is wanting it,
and like, Beyonce too. Every man wants her too.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Like, are you supposed to think that that's okay? Like, well, you should expect it a little bit, because like, how are you supposed to say no? But it never means anything because you're on the road and no one knows, and you never get caught.
That's a good point.
That is a good point, but I don't think it's expected. As you said, Madison, I think it's all about the boundaries you set within.
It is.
If it's discussed like, I don't like the way you and that girl were having a conversation, like I felt like, you know, hella disrespected, then, you know, I'm gonna fall back.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, you know, I don't want you talking to her. Why? I just don't. Then, you know, cool.
But you know what?
Because girls never really have a reason.
But you know what?
It's just something about her.
Don't do that.
I don't know. It's just something about her.
I know. I hate when people do that.
You know, so yeah. But I'm just a natural flirt. But I do think that when guys cheat, it's way different than when girls cheat. And I think there are different tiers in cheating.
Okay, so the first tier obviously is flirting.
Yes.
Okay, then what's the next tier?
The next tier would be like private conversation, like, you know,
intimate conversation.
Private text where you have to be out and you got to put the phone down like that.
That's shady.
I agree.
Yeah, but see, I don't have to do that because 90% of the people in my phone are under an alias. Even my mom and dad. So I can keep my phone like, you'll never know who's texting me.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it isn't that I'm being sneaky. It's just
I would never.
I'm just
date
protecting the people. I'm just protecting the people in my phone.
Another alias. First of all, I had a situation like that. The alias attempt. No. Guess what? Women.
Who the hell is Chinatown?
We are investigators. I made the most incredible connections. Before. Like, no, I'll investigate. I'll find out. Like, no, don't play me. Oh,
wow.
Sorry,
that sounds like a lot of work. Like, oh, what's your name, Ashley? Okay,
I'm gonna
see. So maybe your name could be
remember how you met, where you met, and you give like a code.
So is there a person's name in your phone that's like Chick-fil-A?
No.
McDonald's.
You met her at Chick-fil-A?
That bar on the corner.
No, you know what it is? It's
Taco Bell drive.
It's Ash something bar, or like
or
Mexican girl, or like
blonde short skirt.
I'm gonna call you this because you that was funny. I'm gonna put you my phone that way.
Yeah. So it goes from like the flirting to private conversations to, oh, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? We should probably get up.
Like, let's get
I'm going to be on
lunch.
your side of town, so let's go out for coffee or something. And it turns to that. Then it turns to, I'm about to FaceTime just to see what you're doing. Then it turns, you know, to
Skyping.
Oh, my God.
Then it just turns
if
to
someone
sex.
try to FaceTime you, be like, stop. We are not together.
Because after a while, it's just like, it's what, sexy pictures is probably number 2.
That's probably number 2.
Yeah,
I'm like,
sexy
how
pictures
are you
number
sending
2.
me pictures of your thing? Like, I'm confused. Why are we even here? I don't even know your last name. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the sexiest virgin. So I have 2 virgins, celebrity virgins. So Celine Dion.
I didn't even know she was a virgin.
Oh, okay. We'll go with her.
Celine?
Lily Sabowski. No, that's Lily Sabowski. Yeah.
Celine Dion lost her virginity to Ruben?
No, I don't know.
So
Is that her business manager?
Yeah, that's Ruben.
Yeah, Ruben, her business manager.
I didn't know that either.
Oh my God, this is in dedication to him. This is what Celine Dion does when she's in concert, and like she'll have him in his ear, and she'll be like, "I hear you, to you, Ruben."
Yes.
So
she's actually like,
corny
No, that was so cool. I thought you were cheesy.
I hear you. What?
No, she'll be talking. She'll be like in concert, and she'll just pat her nose, like
that means she's thinking about her
or something.
boo.
She's just like letting him know. It's a signal. Don't hate. Anyways, go ahead.
She's not the first performer to do that.
It's cute. I think it's great though.
Yeah.
So yeah,
She was a virgin until
she was
her
a
business
virgin
manager?
until she got married, and I think she actually
awesome.
wanted to take it to the next step with her husband.
And he said no.
And at first he said no, but then he
Probably
said
because he was about 20
Yeah, I
something
think
years
he's
older,
way
and
older
he was
than
like,
her.
before I get caught up in a real big mess,
Right.
let's wait till we get married, and then can't nobody put me in jail.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, I didn't say that. Stephanie did. Okay, so the next one is Lily Sabowski.
Yeah.
That's the girl
I don't know how to say
from
it.
She's been in a ton of movies.
grip of movies.
Yeah.
From Here on Earth and
Yeah.
The Glass House and like.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I love
wouldn't
her.
know
She's
how
a
you-
virgin.
Yeah, she was a virgin until she got married.
Was.
Yeah.
We
She
got
was
to find some current celebrities.
Well, no, I
That's
think
so good.
it's
That
still
genuinely
we don't
makes
wanna
me
out 'em?
jealous a little bit.
Yeah, but I think it's good to know that people that maintain their virginity until they got married. She's
It
not a
is, so
virgin
that everyone
anymore.
knows that it's like, it's cool. Like, you can.
Yeah.
It's cool to be a virgin, absolutely.
My only
I wish I
advice
can
to
go back.
virgins, is I feel like a lot of the virgins that I know, they judge a lot. And there is a difference. And this is going to sound really weird saying this in front of you, but whatever. So I think that there is a difference in the way that some people view certain things and the way that they communicate.
Right.
A friend of mine who was so quick to just like, no, relax. I know that you haven't. You would genuinely see. There's like very little things that you would see differently or maybe understand differently once your body has been given away.
Right.
And once you can put it in, once you can be in
perspective.
perspective of how everyone else is thinking.
Right.
Because now you know, like, you're on that level a little bit.
Right.
But I would just, don't talk about it all the time. I just don't want to lose it all the time. Just,
Right.
let it be.
relax. Just let it be.
Yeah.
Relax. If someone
Yeah.
finds out, whatever it is, what it is,
Yeah.
and don't judge anyone because you don't know. Like,
Do you feel like when people talk about being a virgin that they're judging you? Like, do you feel like I've judged you? Just do you feel like
No, not
Okay.
judging. I have some.
Yeah.
No, not you.
Okay.
But like a friend of mine, and she didn't. She had a judgmental personality. And we have to hurry up real
Yeah,
quick.
I know. He's like, hurry it
She has
up
like a
already.
judgmental personality, but it was
Yeah.
more like some of the things that she would, her opinions on certain things, or the way that she would view, or if someone did something wrong, like it was the worst thing, and
I
it's
gotcha.
like,
Yeah.
chill, dude.
Right,
you
right.
you haven't.
You haven't experienced anything.
haven't
especially
experienced
sex.
yet.
But I think that's what it is too. It comes with maturity.
It does.
And I'm gonna say I'm a 30 plus. Yeah, mature virgin. So, and I think I really kind of like watch people, not to judge them, but to really understand what makes a good relationship. And that's one of the reasons why I want to do the show. So last thing, we're going to talk about what the critics are saying on bustle.com. Nicole Pomarico, I think I'm saying that right. She kind of compared Virgin Territory to Virgin Diaries that was on TLC. Did you see that show?
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so
Everyone
that
was
show,
so awkward though.
That's exactly.
I've never kissed anyone.
Yeah, and
There was a couple on that show who they like butterfly kissed.
Yeah.
And it made me not want to get in
What's
your
a butterfly
eyes for
kiss?
I don't know what
like
that
where
is.
you like blink and rub your eyelashes on someone's like
I-
and this couple when they got married at their weddings when they kissed for the first time, it made me not want to kiss for a real
Oh, they-
long
they
time.
didn't even
it was like a
kiss?
mama bird baby bird feeding
Like,
situation.
that's a
It was
good
real
analogy.
gross. It for real.
Yeah,
I saw like
It
one
was real
episode and I
gross.
was like, I can't.
really like.
Yeah. So this is
I think I can
not
imagine
that
it.
bad.
Yeah, this is more of a normal, I think, perspective in creating the typical stereotype. Like
But
virgins.
even though everyone is a virgin, I do feel like it's overly sexualized.
It
like,
is,
it's
yeah.
like super sexy.
Yeah.
Like they're in the shower, in
Yeah.
the bed, and it's just like
But I think we're already over sexualized, so they had to have a little bit of sexiness on the
they
show.
have to compete with the market, huh?
Yeah, they gotta do what everybody else is doing.
Right.
So thank you guys so much for my new host, Steffi G and Kylie.
Oh,
thank you
thank
so much for
you.
joining
What a fun
us.
show, and
Yes,
thank you,
and
Matt, for
Thank
coming
you
here.
for having me. It was
Yes.
fun.
Okay, so this is MTV Virgin Territory episode number 5, and you could find us on AfterBuzz TV. You could check us out on iTunes, and you could check me out on social media, MadisonChaseFitness.com. You could go to any social media site, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, and type in Madison Chase Fitness and find
Pinterest.
me. Yes, Pinterest. What about you, Kylie?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at the Kylie Hodges.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Matthew Wrights, MattheWWRITES. And if you want to buy one of these awesome shirts I'm wearing,
I know, that's
you
right.
can go to my website, MatthewWrights.spreadshirt.com. They're $15. Boom.
Wow. And you can find me on Twitter at Stephanie Giorgi, Giorgi, and as well as on Vine at Stephanie Giorgi, and on Instagram at SteffiG47. And love you guys.
I have to follow y'all on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
gotta
there you
follow
go.
each other and ask us questions, you
Tweet
guys.
us, we
too.
tweet back.
Tweet us, yeah, we tweet back. So thank you guys. Thank you, Lauren Dolgen. Thank you, Maria Menounos. for AfterBuzz TV and MTV Virgin Territories, episode 5.
Keep your legs crossed.
Yeah.
North Carolina, stand up!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.